Hello and welcome to the MHG podcast. As usual, life could be a little bit miserable, life could be a little bit dark, it can also be full of stinking cold. But we're here to bring you as much light, as much joy, and my partner, Stu, has a cure for the common cold. So how you doing, Stu? Tell us all about how you come up with a cure.
I came up with private research and private funding, and I'm hoping to charge about, £2 million per cure, make some money off of it, because that's how it works, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah. Something like that. But don't give it to the most vulnerable. Obviously, take stuff away from them.
Yeah.
Take stuff away. Because it's just like taking your kids' pocket money.
That's right.
Take your kids, take their pocket money, because that's all their pip is, bit of pocket money. They'll go out to work and everything will be fine. Because apparently we're going back to this, it's not a means-tested thing. It has nothing to do with whether you can work or not. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a normal person with disabilities.
Yeah, I know. You've got no say in it, so shush, quiet you.
Yeah, just get into the corner and work for us.
Exactly.
Or we could have a look at the apparently 900 trans people who took medals away from women or something. That rubbish article from J.K. Rowling, which is absolute bullcrap. So there's that one as well. Because again, she's not reared her ugly head for some time. So, and then she had a go at. I think she had a moan at like Rupert Grint, Daniel Radcliffe, and Emma Watson, because again they haven't just supported her. So I think they're dead to her or something now, something like that.
Yeah, they never will either, which is great. And
yes,
I love
they're what I call what's the word? Decent human beings. That's the one.
That is the one. It's why she's trying to get a TV show of Harry Potter set up so she can fill it with people who aren't decent human beings or too young to understand, and then try and make people forget the films, which will never happen.
Elon Musk will be Harry Potter, Marjorie Taylor-Joy or Katie Hopkins will be Hermione, and Trump's going to be Voldemort, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, he'd probably see himself as Harry Potter, but no, he ain't. He's one of the uglier, squidgier ones, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, talking of magic, video games, Stu.
Yeah, they are magic.
I've been playing one that is technically magic as well.
Oh.
Why don't you? Go on.
I was going to say, yeah, you've played more than me, and it sounds like it's very magical. So yeah, what have you been playing?
I've been playing the magic of the magic of the magic of the magic. But I haven't, because that's not a title for a game. I've been playing, you might have to help me with pronunciation here, Grimoire Groves or Grimoire Groves? Grimoire Groves?
Oh, Grimoire.
Grimoire Groves, yes.
Oh, right, okay, cool.
There you go. I've got nowhere near how to actually pronounce it, so thank you for my translator there.
No problem.
Which is a cutesy, cozy dungeon crawler roguelike type. Sorry, I do have a cold, so I might cough for people listening in their ear holes. It's a cozy roguelike dungeon crawler type thing that's got some sort of like gardening stuff going on. So you join some witches who live in the Grimoire Groves, in the groves. You join them and they live in the groves. You got to help them sort of bring their gardens back to life and stuff like that. And the way you do it is by using magic, because you're a witch. And it's sort of generally what you do is you need to go to these like dungeons. Weird you call them dungeons, they're lovely open gardens type things. But in video game world, they're dungeons because it's dungeon crawler. Go into these dungeons, these open garden type things, and you kind of, the way you battle these things, like these little seedlings, is you kind of walk up to them. You've got magical spells. So you've got one where you do a sort of like a magical spell that traps them in the ground and turns them into plants. And then you harvest those plants to get seeds. You collect all the seeds and then you take them back to the main garden, the grove, and you plant them. And the more you plant, the more the garden can grow and stuff like that. The more upgrades you get. You go back into the world, go deeper into the world, do more, get more different types of seeds, take it back, rinse and repeat. It's a thing that's been done countless times. what I like about this is that, yes, it is combat, but it shows that you can have combat without murder, which is what I really like. There's no like fighting as such. So you go in and you're just basically harvesting plants. And sort of like there's no violence involved with it. It's all using magic to, plant plants. You can use different types of spells depending on the seed that you're, the seedling or whatever it is, or the sapling, whatever they call them, that you're going up against. And I say you kind of like get different seeds based on which ones you've gone for. And as further you go, the more you can sort of combine things, and there's loads of different little mechanics that go in there. But as I said, it's just really a great, I don't want to say an intro dungeon crawl, because it's actually very complex and it's actually a really well thought out one. But it's definitely one that you can sort of like enjoy with kids, with your family, and not have to explain why this person's absolutely murdering that person or anything like that. It's like a very pastely, bright, coloured visual that goes on with it as well, and very like cartoony and comic booky and stuff like that. The movement's really good. It's got some really good accessibility settings, like your usual stuff like font size and stuff like that. The one I'm really impressed with is the way it does its wayfinding. So like you're going around, and if you've got to go somewhere specific, you kind of get this like these paw prints almost, sort of like just going like and fading out as you're going, and kind of draw a path that way. So it's not always in your face, but it's not just so, oh, where did that go? It's constantly always doing something, but in a way that you can just follow it easily. And I really like that. It's a really good way of allowing you to discover, but also just keep your mind on where it is you might want you to go at some point. Or what I really found is I'll be exploring, and it might come up with a new objective, and you'll be doing it, and it'll just be like, woo, objective over this way. So don't forget, you can go this way to get back to it. It's just non-intrusive, but it's really intuitive at the same time. The characterization in there is brilliant. All different types of characters, the different fruits and everything you can collect, and the way that like you get new magical spells and all different. It's everything comes together in a really good way. The only real issue I've got with it is it's not a game where I'm going, turning on my Steam Deck and going, oh, straight into it. It hasn't got that feel to it. Whereas when I was like knee deep into like Hades, I'd be turning on my Steam Deck just to play Hades. Whereas this is more of one of those games where I go, oh, how much time have I got? Oh, let's put this on for 10 minutes, rather than I want to play it. It's not because it's a bad game, but because it's just another dungeon crawler type thing, and it's been done to death. It's like it's just not got that excitement factor. But that aside, I think it's one of those games that you should have in your library, just there as a nice comfort blanket type thing. You can just pick up and play whenever you fancy it.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Yeah, it looks really nice. It's got a kind of 60s, 70s sort of trippy vibe, kind of magical mystery tour look to it. That's nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful game. I'd say it plays, the movement in it is all really good as well. It's an absolutely fantastic way it's put together. But as I say, it's just the unfortunate thing is it's come out in such an overcrowded genre, and it's not as if being cozy is a thing now, because there's so many cozy games now that's not even a really big selling point. So there are other dungeon crawlers that are cozy and stuff like that probably aren't as good as this, but you've done them before, and it's just like, yeah, it's very hard to say this is a must-have game, but in a way it is at the same time. So it's on you whether you fancy another dungeon crawler, or if you've burned out, or if you're overly cozy now, whatever. But it's worth having, I think.
Yeah, fair enough. No, it looks good. It looks pleasant. It's it's really hard to stand out in this market. Fingers crossed the visuals really give it that extra step over other indies.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, it's nice to have something that's like looks visually striking. I think it's good to have that, because indies don't generally have this problem, but I was looking at some other games on a couple of showcases recently, and I was going, this could just be another Hades. Or I'm looking at it going, oh, it's just another Diablo type thing, or oh yeah, have I seen this one before? It looks a bit, it looks like a Metroidvania, and they've obviously they have got their own distinct styles. But I'm looking at it just going, have I played this already? Have I seen this one before? I don't know, and that's a bit of a problem when there's so many people fighting for your attention now. There's none that really stand out. I think this one visually stands out, and that might help it in the long term. I think because there's nothing really visually like it. Even though there's a lot mechanically like it. So,
Yeah. And I think, that definitely speaks to a maturing market where you start to diversify in terms of how your game looks, and you can feel free to be a bit more avant-garde, a bit more weird and out there, just so that you carve that niche out. So, that's good.
Cool. And so, moving on from, I suppose, eco garden stuff, what have you been playing?
Well, mine's completely the opposite of ecological because I'm playing a game
down the gardens.
Yeah, it's made out of Lego, which is, obviously 100% plastic, probably non-recyclable. I don't know, but it's Lego. I've been playing Lego Horizon Adventures, and I've got some thoughts on this one. What an odd game. So obviously it's the smushing together of Lego and the Horizon franchise, with Aloy and using a bow and arrow and all that caper, as you'd expect. And you basically go around these small hubs and you defeat the enemies, and that's it. It's incredibly simplistic. It's the most simplistic game I've played in a very long time, and I've played some Lego games, and it's more simplistic than those as well. Now, I'm not hating on it because I'm actually having a bit of fun with it. You basically do the same thing over and over. You go into an area, you collect some coins, little Lego pieces that represent coins, so that you can spend them on pretty things later on and things like that. And other than that, you just shoot people with your bow and arrow, or you pick a different character and shoot them with their equivalent of a bow and arrow. And there are pickups throughout the level that give you a secondary weapon, or a boost to your primary weapon. So you can get like ice arrows, fire arrows. You can get spread shot, all the stuff that you basically see in the game, tripcaster and all sorts of other stuff. And normally quite limited to their usage, which is fair enough. And then some sort of very Lego-y, crazy over the top stuff that's obviously just part of this game, like boost boots that allow you to do like a great big flaming kick in the air and stuff like that. Which makes it sound a lot more fun than it is, because it's often not fun. it's often not fun. Like I like basic games. I like stuff that is just like an arcade experience. But the big problem with this is there's zero level of sophistication. So the only sort of little bit of concession to sophistication is that you do have to hold down the fire your arrow button rather than just press it to make it stronger, and that's it. Apart from that, combat, you're running around like Benny Hill trying to get an angle shooting at these enemies, and they come after you. You've got no dodge, you got no dash. There is a pickup where you can dash, but it gets like 5 uses and you see it once every 4 levels. No dash, no roll, no counter, nothing like that. So you see that the enemy is going to hit you, you have to run. And that's it. So you run around and you shoot, and then you run around again and you shoot again. And it's such a shame that there's no sophistication in the combat mechanics, because the enemies have different attack patterns, and they have the thing where they have weak points on them that you have to target. And all of that is kind of for naught because there's no sophistication in your own character. So it's fun enough. Sometimes you dive in, kill a few things, get to the end of the level. Yeah, that's it. It's as dumb as rocks, like Lego bricks. It's as dumb as Lego bricks. But it's beautiful. That's one of the good things in its favor. It's really gorgeous. It's like it's Horizon made out of Lego, and it just looks astonishing. And you can have, like, as typical, I'm playing it on PS5. As typical with PS5, you can have it either on your kind of performance mode or your quality mode. Performance is 60 frames, and quality is 30 frames. The quality mode brings in ray tracing. But honestly, I barely see any difference. I tried it out because I never really play anything in 30 frames if I have an option not to. I always prefer to save the frames rather than have the quality level. And it makes almost no difference. It looks a little better, but not really, because the standard base game looks gorgeous. Whatever they've done, Guerrilla are the masters. We know this. They're the absolute masters in making stuff look pretty and run well. And I love Guerrilla, and that's the reason I bought it. And so you don't need the ray tracing. Looks brilliant without. It's atmospheric. It can be funny. The cutscenes are really frequent and piss me right off, so I just skip them all the time. But there is some good humor in there, and it's really, really basic. I'd only really recommend it, not even for Horizon fans. In fact, you're more likely to dislike it if you're a Horizon fan, because it's been so dumbed down.
That was going to be my question. Who is this actually aimed at?
It's aimed at children. It's basically aimed at children. I mean,
who won't
like
play Horizon?
Yeah, well, even then, that might be a bit much for them if they're like 6. But literally, 6 and under can play this game, really. It's that basic, pretty much.
I get your Star Wars and your superhero ones and stuff like that, because kids know that stuff. This is what always got me when it was first announced. I just went, why?
Why? Yeah. Why? And I mean, it's a sales opportunity in terms of, I know they've got Horizon Lego, like actual Lego. We can buy tall necks and different kinds of, enemy creatures and stuff. But that's the only reason I can see, because it makes no sense. But, Muggins here bought it, played it. It's all right. But don't buy it if you're over 6 years old, to be honest.
See, I'm not paying 60 quid for it, because that's how much it is on Steam, which is ridiculous for a Lego game, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I might, when it's a £5, just to sort of like complete the Lego collection that I've got, minus the Harry Potter games.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you got it for a £5 in about 5 years' time or whatever, played it for like an hour, saw how lovely it was, go, oh, that's nice. Play around a little bit, destroy a couple of baddies. You've seen everything and you'd be happy with it, But that's it. I paid about 30 quid and that was way too much, really.
Yeah. Talking of Lego, very quickly, as a quick aside, do you like having money, Stu?
Funnily enough, I kind of do.
Would you like to lose all that money?
Do I wouldn't? Call me crazy, but no.
Okay, but have you seen the collaboration that Lego have started?
No, I've not. Who's this with?
Pokemon.
Oh my god.
Goodbye, money. Goodbye.
Yeah. Oh my word. That's insane. They're gonna make all the money.
Yeah. And now, obviously, the rest of the video game industry, because it's not videos, it's actual Lego. But yeah, so now corporations are going to see it and go, well, if they're making all the money in the world, we want all the money in the world. How do we make all the money in the world? And it's like, well, you're not Lego and you're not Pokemon. So, yeah, ridiculous. I think that's one of the signs of the coming apocalypse, them two being together.
I think it must be. Well, yeah, another brick
Next
in the
up
wall.
From Sony, Lego Killzone or something.
Yeah.
Lego Last of Us.
Oh, I'd play those. I would play them. But yeah, I digress. See how much money they're getting out of us?
I know. They need to bring back the best Killzone game.
Yeah.
Which is the PS Vita one, because I don't care what people say. That was bloody outstanding. The fact they fitted that on the Vita is, Jesus, that was Guerrilla, weren't it?
It was. Yeah. I told you. Masters of the craft. Yeah.
All it needed was to get rid of the touch button stuff, which you could easily replace with a button press. So
that was the only stuff I didn't like. The rest of it I loved. It's probably my favourite one. It's and if anyone hasn't played what's it called? Shadow Zone? No? The PS4
one, the PS4 launch one. Yeah, that was really good as well. Really pretty.
Yeah, I don't know why that's gone out of my head. That's really weird. Shadowfall.
Killzone Liberation. Shadowfall, yeah.
Yeah.
Killzone Liberation, the top-down one, that was kind of really cool as well. I didn't mind that on the PSP.
Yeah, I quite like that. I mean, I'd say my favorite is the Vita one, which I can't remember what was its subtitle?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
That's how good it was, though.
So that
it
one,
was just
then
Killzone.
Yeah, Killzone. No, it wasn't. It did have a subtitle, but I can't remember what it is. But yeah, that one, and then
Mercenary. There you go.
Oh, Mercenary, yeah. Either Shadowfall or Killzone 2 next, then Killzone 3, then Killzone 1. No, then Liberation, then Killzone 2, then Killzone 1, I'd say. Oh, no, I don't know. I'll have to ponder on it.
Very underrated series that kind of got bad rep because of that one E3 trailer.
It did.
Kerfuffle.
It did. It deserves so much more.
I don't think I'll ever go back to it now, unfortunately, because other stuff.
I replayed 2 on my PS3 about a couple of years ago, and still looks amazing. Still enough there to put off most people because of the way that it handles, but I like it.
Cool. I might stick that onto the old emulator.
Oh,
legally play it on my
PS3.
Yes.
Quite right.
Yes. Anyway, moving on, because we're meant to be talking about newish video games. I have got a new one. And it's another eco-based game, ironically enough. Again, this wasn't meant to be themed, but there we go. Did you know, Stu, back in the day, they used to make video games in garages or bedroom coders as well?
Yep.
Yes. Well, did you know these days, right, it's all gone just like weird. They can make video games on boats now, Stu.
Where are we going with this?
Well, the developer of the game I've been playing, Spilled, Lenti, has made the entire game on their houseboat.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
On their own, on their houseboat, made a game. So
nice.
Fair play. Yeah, fair play. It's a really interesting game. It's very, very simple in what it is. It's very quick to play overall, and it's a one and done type game. But basically, you take control of this boat, like this tugboat type thing, I suppose, that's got. You basically have to go throughout these waters and clean up oil spills, get rid of trash, rescue animals, that kind of thing, put out fires, basically restore the seas and the land back to how it should be. It's this little like isometric type thing, and this like the boat kind of controls, like, you know, if you go to like a shopping centre and the shopping centre has like a lake and they've put like the remote control boats on it that you can play with, it kind of controls a bit like that, which is, I'm all for that, thank you. But yeah, you go around and you've kind of got this almost like this vacuum on the front of your boat, which hoovers up the oil spills. But it's also like this thing that could collect like trash as well. And then you've also got this thing on the back, which can pick up stuff that like barrels that are under the water and stuff like that. And you basically take them and you drop them off in like certain locations and you get paid for it for cleaning up. And that is pretty much the loop. You start off in a small area and there's a little bit to collect and you get rewarded. You then take the money you've got to then unlock like bigger scoops, move faster, that kind of thing. Bigger storage tanks for oil. So you have got to keep going to collect a little bit, go back, collect a little bit, go back. So you can get sort of like a pretty decent amount of collect loads into a big reciprocal. And it's just, that's it. It's all you do throughout. You go from one area, clean it up perfectly, unlock a new area, do the same, unlock a new area, do the same. You just do that. But it is one of the most relaxing games I think I've played in years. In terms of, I put it on and I just laid back and lost 4 or 5 hours to it in one go without even realising. Just the loop of collect and get paid, collect and get paid is so powerful, especially when, you know, you can upgrade and you go, oh, I've upgraded it. Well, I'm not going to put it down. I'm just going to let's see how these upgrades work and stuff like that. And then it introduces a slight new mechanic. So first of all, you're just picking up oil spills and trash. And then it goes, but now there's oil spills that are on the cliffs. You have to use your jet, your water jet, and clean them off of there. And you're like, oh, cool, this is really cool, so let's do that. And then a bit later on, you're like, done some more upgrades that you try out, and then it goes, all right, now there's these barrels in the sea. If you pick those up, you'll get paid. So I'll give that a go. And it just introduces new bits so gradually and so well paced that you just like you don't want to put it down. You have to force yourself to put it down. It's just it looks lovely. It's so bright. It's colourful. Considering it's a game about what was initially pollution and cleaning up pollution, it's honestly a stunning looking game. And once you've cleaned up, I wouldn't say like it's dark and miserable at the start, but it's still got like lovely colours. But once you've cleaned up, there seems to be like an added brightness, like almost a glow to everything. So you get these like visual rewards as well that aren't just like, "Way, you've won" or anything like that. It's these gradual visual carrots, I would say, and then you also like you kind of find animals, and you've got to try and collect all the animals by sort of finding them and rescuing them. Which is the way you rescue is literally to drive at them with your boat or sail at them with your boat, and like that. Oh, you've added them to the field and they're unlocked, they're rescued, and it's just such a wonderful little game. And I'm having I finished it, I had such a wonderful time with it. And it's like a fiver as well. So yeah.
Yeah, you sold me. I've just bought it.
And well done, you've now given 10 cents to the WDC, which isn't the World Drivers' Championship. It's the Whale and Dolphin Conservation Project.
All right. Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, 10 cents of every sale, which, again, if there was a big corporation, you go, that's a bit mean. But for obviously a single developer, for them to do that, absolutely brilliant. And I believe self-published as well. Yes, it is. Self-developed, self-published. So,
superb. Yeah.
Yeah. So unless they turn out to be some kind of raging right-wing racist, which I very much doubt, then no reason not to buy this, even if you don't really play it fully. It's a fiver, plus you give into good causes, because we need whales, we need dolphins for a balanced ecosystem. And yeah, absolutely stunning, wonderful game.
And of course, for their delicious meat. Don't forget that. Yeah.
Yes, and glue.
Yeah, too right.
We're joking, by the way. That would probably get us into more trouble than the accidental racism and stuff like that we sort of like joke about, because we're doing a bit. But yeah, actually joking about animal cruelty and stuff like that will probably get us in more trouble than anything else we've ever done.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah.
And rightfully so, because humans are bad.
Quite right.
Let's cook and eat Jackie.
Jackie?
Yes, Yellow Jackets reference. Sorry.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, eat humans. Yes. Oh, it's really good. Honestly, it's so good. And the more there's Christina Ricci on TV, the better.
Oh, yeah, she's brilliant.
Yes. Also, she never aged. She's always been like a teenager kind of looking person. Like when she was in Casper the Friendly Ghost, she looked about the same sort of age as she does now. And it's just like, I'm not quite sure she's real. I think maybe she is AI.
Could be the first one.
Yeah, because it's like she was never a young child. She always seems to just be teenager, and then all of a sudden she's like 40 something, and it's like, what? What? It doesn't work.
I think that might be something to do with like that kind of little elfin look, because Winona Ryder's kind of the same. She, barely aged.
Yes, that's very true. Yeah, I don't know. It's the 80s, weren't it? 90s? No, they were 90s kids, weren't they?
Kinda, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it was the NAFCO jackets. Maybe
that was it.
Yeah.
Something impregnated in them, in the jackets, not the people.
Yeah. Global hypercolor. Was that 80s or 90s?
That was 90s, I think.
That sounds about right, don't it? If it was 90s where we just went, oh, colours.
Yeah,
what we can do with colours.
Yeah, splash everything everywhere.
70s
Don't worry about style.
Yeah. No, 70s were brown.
Brown and
it's patterns. The 70s were the 70s were like the 2010s of video games, just brown.
Yeah. Oh, that was a lovely era to live through.
I'm glad I wasn't. I picked the best era, I think. Well, apart from now, obviously, because we're suffering now. But in terms of being a child, we definitely had the best era.
Possibly. Where are we going with this? I don't. Probably nowhere.
I don't know. So I think that's about time to to wrap up. So yeah, out of any of it, buy Spilled. Don't buy Lego Horizons.
That would be my advice. Not unless you've got very young children.
You could buy 30. No, how many copies could you buy of Spilled? 60 quid for Lego Horizons. I'm not mathsing properly. 10, 12 copies of Spilled for one Lego Horizons.
Yeah.
So just put it out there.
Yeah. Just think about that for a few minutes.
Yes.
Whilst
we're going to sit here in silence. We are going to sit here in silence while you think about it.
Yeah. I want some lines off you. I must not buy Lego Horizons, but yeah.
Yes, I don't think I could sit there in silence.
No, that's not possible. But I think on that note, I think it's probably time that we wrap it up. So yeah, as usual, follow us on all the socials. Make sure you're checking out our content on the website. I know Brad's been updating, so that's good. Moving forward with it. And other than that, if you want to join us on Discord to chat, feel free. And until next time and next week, stay safe and stay sane.